Another episode of Collaborate and Pull Together, a podcast where we highlight all things positive on and off the table. Today, the screen next to me is Steve Fernandez, joined back again of New York Tri-state Armwrestler, the founder of all things New York Tri-state Arm Wrestling. And we're going to be talking about an amazing event that happened this weekend. I was hoping the host can join us, but it looks like they may or may not. So stay tuned. They might hop in for a few minutes and talk a little bit about their experience at the Pandemonium 2024, a amazing tournament that happened up in New England by Aiden, Lemay, and Yusef Wilson. These guys are brand new to the promoters scene. They've been arm wrestling for some time, killer arm wrestlers. But from what I hear, they threw a pretty killer event themselves.
Yeah, I'd have to say, man, I was there at the event. I'm all over, Dan. I'm all over the place all the time. So I'd like to go to every event I can touch. Love to watch everybody pull. What I really love seeing though at Pandemonium is the amount of people and the types of pullers there and the actual matches, man. Oh my God. There were some matches with Pat Weeks, which was ridiculous. And there was another one with Chris Michaels at 198, which he did an absolutely phenomenal job, which he won 198. He was weighing He was weighing in at 154. Okay.
Snap.
Yeah. I'd have to say Aiden, Lemay, Yusef Wilson, and Pete. And I'd have to say also Yusef's girlfriend, and all, I think a couple other friends too were helping out too, reffing as well. Everything really came out great. Phenomenal job on the brackets. Great job on the tables. They had 3 tables there. They had one table which was all for, I want to say, masters, grandmasters, women's, and kids, and they were running pros on one tables and AMs on the other. They had 269 entries, which I think for the first time is absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely.
So I think that's really good to have for your first, tournament, especially the place that they threw at the venue was absolutely beautiful. I want to say it was at the Hampton. It was really nice. The venue was really nice. It was really big. There was free food. Everybody was there. It was Beast Mode from Maine, from Maryland, there was places all from, there was so many different groups and pullers. And Bigfoot was there. Beast Mode was there. I want to say so many other teams too were there too. It was just unreal. And hats off to them, man. They did a great job. Everything was done with a timely fashion manner. So hats off to them. I honestly think they're going to be very successful doing this for the next few, if they continue wanting to do this, which I know they will be.
With an event like that, why wouldn't you want to keep it going, keep that energy alive?
The awards were great too as well. They had a full team, pretty much full team award, which was really, really nice. I know they won it too as well. They had, I don't even know how many pullers were there, but everything was really done very well. And I wish them the best. And like I told them, anything they need, any kind of help they need, they always have my support. Who
ended up winning the team award?
Say again?
Who ended up winning the team award?
His team. So
Arsenal Arms?
Yeah, Arsenal Arms. That's who it was. Arsenal Arms. Yeah. There were so many. There was Arsenal shirts all over the place, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They had a great kid there who I think was 14 years old in Arsenal Arms on 154. He did an absolutely phenomenal job. I think he almost won or came either first or second at 154. And I'm not sure his name. I think his name was Scott. That was at 198. He was the main guy. He's been pulling for years. And Chris Michaels actually took him for a ride, man. Took him for a long ride, man. And
it intrigues me that much more to pull with Chris at some point in the future. I know he's a little lighter of a guy, but
man, forget about the weight. Don't even think about the weight when you're pulling Chris Michaels, man. It's almost I'm going to be honest with Dan. It's like almost like you when people look at you and they're like, he doesn't really seem like, get the fuck out of here. As soon as you grab, I grip up with you, or even close to being in the strap with you is a completely different story. People don't understand that till they grip up with you. You know, so
shh, don't tell too much. Don't tell them too much.
yeah, but Chris Michaels, he's on a different level, man. He's on a completely different level. Hats off to him. I think that was a match of the night with Pat Weeks too. That was another match of the night too.
Okay.
So yeah, absolutely great job. And we'll say what's up to High Five.
Yes, High
Yeah.
Five is in the house. What's up, guys? Thank you.
Always want to show them love, man. They're absolutely. I wouldn't be able to do their Arnolds without them. So yeah, I appreciate their love, man.
Big shout out to High Five. I was just there yesterday. Got to take a trip out there with a couple of guys from the pit that normally train here, and we
yeah, I saw the
we
video.
had an amazing practice. It was awesome. Yeah. I learned. There's never a time where I don't feel like I'm learning. I'm not learning, rather. I'm always learning something new, and anytime I go to the High Five Club, I come back with just like bundles of knowledge.
How was it going with Chris? I mean, with
oh
Will.
My God. Well, Chris. Well, first we'll start off with Chris.
Oh, you pulled Chris?
Yeah, I pulled with Chris. I didn't get to catch a video though.
I was gonna say because Chris is on a different level, bro. I'm sorry.
Chris is on a different level. However, in the past he's been able to run right through me with relative ease. This time, the gap is much closer than it's ever been. And I said, out of respect for him, next time I'm coming down there, I'm coming down a little bit more fresh because I did have a practice on Thursday. Don't want to make any excuses. Definitely need to be a little fresher for him if I want to see how, my true strength is against his. I got to say, he's got some serious power, and once he sets in, if you're not fast enough,
that's it.
It's over. It's over.
And I think speed and strength both at the same time is way too much. People it's unexpected, from people when what I've heard who pulled Chris, is just because I've never pulled him, so I can't really say. I just can only tell. I can only hear what people tell me. But like I pulled you. Your unexpected power when it comes out of nowhere is on a different level. Vice versa. Same thing with Chris, from what I've heard. And his angles are on a different level. So it just.
They most certainly, like, his table IQ is that's pretty much what his number one arsenal is. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy's strong as all hell.
Yeah,
he's strong as all hell. Strength for strength. In the condition I was in, I couldn't match it. But his table IQ, I'm he's leaps beyond me at this point.
I even talked when we were at the MAC tournament, and him just telling the guys, at the MAC tournament what they needed really to understand and hear, because he was just on a different level, just trying to let everybody know what you should do, what you need to do, how you do it, and especially look, not saying nothing about, his size, but me and him are very close in size. He's not a very big guy, and what he can do at his weight is extreme.
It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, they call him the Iron Elbow for a damn good reason. And I definitely got some lashings from that Iron Elbow. Got some lashings from that Iron Elbow, definitely.
Yeah. So how was it with Will?
With Will, it was good. He let me work. I know he was letting me work. He's like, let's see how you handle this, and if you can maneuver in the right pressures against us. I mean, the guy's a powerhouse himself.
Yeah. He's
coming from a strongman background. I mean, he's just a beast of a human.
It's so funny. I didn't know that he had that type of background. When I started watching videos, because I always watch strongman videos. So I'm sitting there going, "Fuck, do I know that fucking guy?" And I'm seeing there in videos in the top of, doing deadlifts and stuff. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that's Will.
That's Will.
Like, oh, shit. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, so then I see another video clip from the front, and I'm like, that is fucking Will. And it was a weightlifting video. So I didn't realize he was in that type of background before ahead of time. But yeah. That's nice to know. I mean,
and a shout out to Signature Fitness, where they host their practices. Like, they have such an amazing top of the line facility that's really catered to not just arm wrestling. They have a full-on gym. They have weight systems galore you could ever imagine working out. They got on-site protein shakes, and
that's actually smoothies. The first time I saw you pull was at that gym where they had the knuckles up qualifiers, where Steve Walker qualified.
Yep.
Went up against Tank. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's the first time I've seen you pull, and that's when I got my eye on you. The first time I was just like, I need to do something with him. I was just like, I gotta somehow meet him. I gotta talk to him. But
well, here we are.
I remember very surprising, man. I remember because you weren't one of the biggest guys there, but you were running through people. I remember that day. Fucking
no, that day I felt really good. I felt on top of my game.
Really good. Really good.
I felt really good and really connected. I was, one of the things that I'm looking forward with all these qualifiers that are coming from the Arnold, and we'll talk a little more about that later, but is more pullers coming out. And anything I can do to help spread the good word that these qualifiers are all over the place now. And these are your chances to get back to the Arnold. Because I've been to the Arnold, and it's an epic experience. So any chance that you guys can, viewers, anybody who's participating in the sport of arm wrestling can actually get on the Arnold or get to the Arnold, even if they don't make it through the qualifier, get it to the Arnold, because these guys are doing arm wrestling extraordinaire shit all weekend long. That entire weekend is going to be, blasting out arm wrestling left and right.
When we're ready to see in September,
literally
be really good. In the beginning of the month, there's going to be an arm wrestling tournament in the beginning of the month, and I think it's mid-September. I think Knuckles Up is having their 4th Knuckles Up, right?
Yep, September 14th, I think it is.
September 14th, and I seen already the lineup that he had. I think it was Bowen versus is it the Shark? Is he going up against the Shark?
Yep, Bowen's going up against Andre Shark.
Dude.
And a big nod to that, because oh my god, that's gonna be a match for the freaking ages.
Oh man, that's gonna be so good! I can't wait. The last time I seen Shark pull was the last time at that Knuckles Up, which he did absolutely phenomenal. And he's one of my favorite pullers too, man. I just like the type of person he is, always in shape and stuff. Nice family, always bringing his family with him too, which is good. And Bowman too, I like him because he's always showing all his stuff on the internet all the time, letting people know, what you should do. Always push himself to the next level. He's he didn't do too good up against, the Schoolboy, which is okay. I mean, because the Schoolboy really is on a different level. People really underestimate him sometimes, and he really is on a different level. But either way, I think Bowen's going to do good against the Shark.
So a little shout out to, actually, I spoke to Shark recently because the reason why I'm actually wearing this shirt right here, Resistance and Rotation. I don't know if you saw this video of him doing this curl with this interesting bar.
Yeah. It's like I saw it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
For those who don't know it, let me just go ahead and grab mine, because I happen to have the same one.
No shit.
And this shit is amazing. This is an amazing tool, because just to give you guys a little quick demo, you can set the handle in any position you want, right? You can set it for that position. You have it under resistance, so you can do a curl while you're doing supination.
Right.
So it attacks the bicep, both heads of the bicep with the supination. It's amazing, and it's strengthening, and a lot of my power of late has come from doing a lot of work with that. So I'll be making a lot more videos on that in the not-so-distant future. But he got one himself recently, and so I told him, listen, anytime you have any questions about it, please let me know, because I actually got to go see where these things are made. That was an amazing experience. I met them at the Arnold when I went there, and they really liked my energy, because I was like, this is a game-changing device. This thing is going to be amazing for arm wrestlers all across the board. They were having some manufacturing issues or distribution issues early on, but now they have that all sorted out at this point in time. And I was like, when I saw that Shark had it, I was like, oh my God, it's making the waves finally, because it's going to change everything about arm wrestling.
Nice.
You can do every upper body workout with this bar. You can attach it to a pulley. You can do rows with pronation and supination. It changes everything, because it really targets all the muscle groups that you would use in our sport.
Yeah. Nice.
And it's not just for arm wrestlers. It's actually also for you can be a baseball player, you can be a tennis player, anything that requires upper body strength, rock climber, you name it. This thing will help your game out in every capacity in that regard.
Nice.
So big shout out to Resistance and Rotation and Andre Shark. I think Bowen's going to be in trouble unless he's training with some great white sharks off the coast of Australia. I don't think he's going to be ready for him.
Yeah, I don't see him really. I don't know why they put him against. I think the Shark's going to be he's too big for him. I think really. You know what I mean? Too much weight. But I really don't know what's going to happen. The only thing I do know in general is that in August is East versus West in Florida.
Yep, that's going to be a big blockbuster right there.
Yep, I'll be there. I'll be going to that. I actually have the VIP pass to be going down there. And it's going to be, I think, the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. So I'll be there and then going to the tournament. And after the tournament, going to VIP, going to watch East versus West. That's going to be sick, man, because James Reed is going to be down there. Paul Lynn's going to be down there. We're going to be having some fun. That's all I know. And I'm going to get to meet Aiden for the first time, which is nice. So yeah, it's going to be definitely a good time.
Well, I'm happy to hear that Engen's going to be down there because I know he was having some health concerns and health issues recently. So I'm glad that he's healed up enough where he's going to be, still be able to make it. So God bless you, man. You're a true trooper for the sport and for everybody who's trying to do something like this. Coming together, we are stronger together. I mean, I heard Devin offered his blood. Devin Lorette offered, to fly out to give him his blood. That's freaking awesome. That's what this is all about.
Honestly, man, that's great. I remember that. We're on a WhatsApp chat. I mean, all the VIPers or whatever, and Engen's there all the time, just talking to us and everything else. So that's how we knew that he was getting better because he was literally letting everybody know what was going on while he was in the hospital and everything. So he's always shouting out, always posting stuff, always letting people know what's going on. So he's a great guy, man. He really is. He really is.
Shout out to Dave Sullivan in the chat and Jesus Gonzalez.
Yeah, man.
What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in.
It's my beast mode, dude. Jesus. I love
Jesus. Yeah, he's one of the 4 horsemen, right?
Absolutely, man. He's one of the best, man. He's not only is he a great puller, man, not only is he a great puller, he's a great person. He has a great heart, man. Me and him went out, and Sergio too. We went out to get something to eat, hang out, talked and stuff and everything. They're really great guys, man. All the beast modes. We went Anthony too, Crazy Train. He's a great guy, So yeah, and Sergio pulled off a bronze, a 3rd place, 198 amateur win.
Nice.
That dude weighs 160 or 159. I think he was weighing in that day. Or 161. I think he weighed in that day. So
bravo, Sergio. Yeah, I pulled him at your house at the on the 7th.
Yes, that's Sergio. Yes, he's
strong.
Yeah. He's very strong.
He's very strong, and it's just a matter of time before he catches up. I told him, I was like, "Listen, dude, you're really not that far away. Keep going, keep going."
158. Yeah, so Jesus was
158,
dude. So I couldn't believe it, man. He
strong dude,
very strong for his weight, absolutely.
Definitely
and I pulled for the first time Jesus. After the tournament, we after pulled a little bit. It wasn't really like an after pull. He was just after fucking with me because his fucking top roll with his left hand is absolutely fucking disgusting. It's like a wrench.
I saw a video or two. He looked good. He looked real good. And he looked strong, connected.
Dude, I mean, I probably have to say I didn't even want to put too much in it because I felt like if I did, he was actually going to hurt me because it was just his top roll was so strong, dude. So,
oh man,
even if I wanted to do, he was going like this to me with no problem. He was working out with me like it was just nothing. He was just over. He was just bad, bro. It was bad. But his left hand was absolutely. So yeah, he's really strong. I want to say he doesn't look like he would go up against a bigger guy and beat him. The majority of the guys that are bigger than him, he goes up against and he beats them. His hand is absolutely disgusting. He's really strong with his left hand. Very strong.
I love hearing these guys because I've met them in person. I've gotten to know them, and I love hearing them being successful and just kicking ass and taking numbers.
Yeah,
dude. For instance, one of my guys, Zeph, he lives up in the Bronx.
Yeah, man. Zeph was actually there. Zeph was there, dude.
Zeph was there, and he showed up. He got first and second, I think.
Yeah, I think
first righty, second lefty.
That's another guy, man. His and he knows it too. He's not, his bicep isn't too strong, even though it is, but it's not as strong as he wants it to be. But in general, his hand is fucking stupid. I mean, I've never really put up with him, but from what he tells me, from what I've seen, man, he's part
of the reason why I've taken to training in a hook a lot more, because there are some guys that, when I try to top roll, I can't really out top roll them, even though that is one of my strongest suits.
Yeah.
So I've taken a deeper dive into a hook.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to Zeph.
Nice.
Because he's one of my regular guys that I train with. And he's been killing it because he wasn't just at this tournament. So this man's been pulling him everywhere himself. Like you show up everywhere. So does this man. He was over
at actually, to tell you, I seen him a lot. It's just the only one I didn't see him at was the Vermont one.
He went to the 4th of July event in Pittston with
Dave Shell?
With Nitro. Tom Simcoe.
Yeah. I think Dave Shell was there.
And he did really good. He did really, really good there too. I'm pretty sure he placed both arms, and then he got first place, I think, both arms in amateur, and then he got third place in pros.
No shit, huh?
Yeah.
He's strong, man.
He's a strong dude.
Nice. Yeah, he told me his hand is really strong. He goes, I wish my arm was a little bit stronger, sometimes with these bigger guys. He goes, but in general, he goes, my hand's usually my main thing. I was just like, so, which that's good, you know what
I mean? Definitely. I'm really happy for the. Oh, we got Aiden in the house.
Hi guys, how's it going?
There's Sleepy Boy.
There he is.
We were just shouting out your event like crazy. We were wondering when you were going to show up.
Sorry, I thought I wasn't going to be able to get on, but
I get it.
Work in magical ways, and I'm on.
It's amazing, huh?
Beautiful. I'm glad you came on, man.
Yeah.
So tell us about what was your highlight for your event. How do you think your event went?
For a first event, can't really ask for much better than that. Everything, there was like a few moments where it was a little bit slow running, but like everything, nothing bad happened. Nothing was like, damn, that really, you can really pick out a moment and be like, damn, I really wish I didn't go to this event because of this. Just a little bit of slow, and one of the other complaints that I've gotten is we didn't run the weight classes all the way through, like from bottom to top. We had to skip a few and come back to them later for some reasons. But besides that, not really any complaints that I've heard. Medals were awesome. The award thing was awesome. Just great event.
By the way, guys, down below in the description is the link to the full stream. The Natty Boys live streamed it. I put that link down below, so give them a subscribe.
Natty Bros.
That's what it was called. Yeah. So check them out for the full event. It's right down below. So is Aiden's link too.
All I can say is that I was at the event, and like I told you before, Dan, you know what I mean? Now that Aiden is here, it was an absolutely phenomenal event. I as a spectator, looking from the outside, pulling from the inside, after pulls, while everything was going on, it was great. It was ran great. Everything was timely fashioned. Like I said, the food, everything was for free. Phenomenal. You can't ask more than that. The awards, the people, it was a full room. I took pictures and everything like that, a video, full stream and everything like that. So I agree with Aiden, what he was saying. You can't really ask for more than that with, I think, almost 269 entries on your first
269 on a first event is so nuts.
Yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal. And not only that, but you have great people running it that know what they're talking about, know what they're doing, and a beautiful venue. I'm saying it's just top notch, honestly.
Also, some top-notch pullers this weekend.
I said that.
That's what I heard.
That
That's what I
Barnett
heard.
is a fucking animal.
Yeah.
So nuts.
Chris Michaels.
He's got a Chris Michaels. Oh my God. I don't know how you can do that. That's insane. 154 pinning WAF world champion Josh Grant. It's crazy.
I know. That's what I was telling you,
next
Dan.
level stuff. That's what
198.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I
198.
didn't realize he pinned them. Wow.
He pinned him twice, and he won the 198 class. There was some killers in that 198 class.
Seriously, man. Seriously.
Wade Roberts was in it. Jordan Maskell was in it. I'm trying to think of other top guys.
Wade Roberts did phenomenal too. I
Wade
mean,
is
he
great.
pulled fucking everybody. I mean, same thing with Chris. He fucking pulled everybody. And you know what? Hats off, like I said too. Pat Weeks did absolutely fucking phenomenal, man. He also had a war himself. So
yeah, what I posted as the match of the day with what's his name? I think it's Will. Is that his name? I don't remember. One of the team main guys.
Oh yeah, well, his name's Will. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's no Mike Witham. Mike Witham. That's his name. There's a W in the last name. That's what I was talking about. But he is a killer. He's super good.
Yeah,
those guys are both coming out of amateurs real soon.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Look, I'm happy that you had a good event and there was a rock star matches. So what's next? What do you guys have? You got anything in the pressure cooker yet?
So we definitely have plans for next year. I don't think with school coming up and all that stuff, we're all Yusef just graduated, but Pete and I are in college. I don't know if we'll have time to do one this year, but we're definitely planning a lot of big stuff for next year. I don't want to get too into it because I'm sure Yusef would like to talk with me before I express what these opportunities are.
Awesome. That's still, you know what? Hear that there's something in the pipeline in the pressure cooker, ready to kind of getting brewing away.
Oh yeah,
that's freaking awesome. Because this is a rock star event, so I think that the next one's just going to be bigger and better. It just has to be.
Yep.
We got Garcia Francisco with no team arm wrestling from Puerto Rico in the house.
That's my dude, man. I was just talking to him. I was just talking to the whole team.
Oh yeah, that I'm gonna be actually. So I'm going down to Puerto Rico in October, and we're gonna be organizing a practice with me in middle of October.
Nice.
Or early October rather. That I'm gonna get to pull with them again, which is nice. Twice in 1 year. I feel like I've hit the lottery. We also got the Drew in the YouTube, dropping in links for everyone to follow. All the YouTube channels, the Natty Bros, the High Five Club. Thank you, Drew, for your help with that. Appreciate you. So, all right, we got through the Pandemonium. Amazing event, good time. Everyone had a good time. We got to see some standout characters as well. Chris Michaels sounds like he's making a huge name. I mean, he's already made a huge name.
Your rival Sam Mitchell was there. You could have had that match. You guys probably would have gone to the finals.
I know. Honestly, Sam is an absolute monster, bro. The way every single time I see him pull, man, he's on a different level, man. I see him like he can really pull. Every time I see him pull with even Chris Michaels, it's like a battle back and forth between both of them. You know what I mean?
Sam has a big winning record on Chris.
He does. Even though last time I went to Vermont, Chris beat him.
Chris beat him.
But
I think they ran classes top down, and Sam competed in a bunch of classes also, which might have tired him out. But I'm not.
Yeah, but Chris did the same, and he competed in a bunch of different classes, and he always does like almost 6 classes. You know what I mean? So so he's like. They're both very, very, competitive in every single class in general. You know what I mean? When it comes to almost like 154 all the way up to 198. But Sam Mitchell, man, he's an absolute monster.
Sam Mitchell got second in 198 left hand.
Yep.
Which means he beat Wade. Very impressive.
Yep.
He usually doesn't do that.
Right.
He beat Jordan. He beat not Gustavo. He just beat a lot of good guys.
Yeah, man. That 198 was fucking stacked, man.
Yep. I'm lucky I escaped that one, or I would be injured right now. It would not be good if I ended up going up in that lineup.
I was gonna say that's a fucking stacked class, man. And Aiden, I know you're very good, man, and you would have been probably you put him in first or second, or I don't know, man, because you're very, very good. So, I don't see you very far.
It's so weird because I can beat Chris Michaels all day right-handed, but I can't beat Josh Grant right-handed no matter what.
Styles make the match, though.
Yeah, styles make matches, man. Styles make matches, man. It's crazy.
Sometimes you gotta change up your style to make it a match.
Yeah, so that says a lot. You know what I mean? That says a lot. You know what I mean? So that's what I was saying. If you take first, second, third, you don't really know. You don't really know that day either. You know how you feel. How's your arm and stuff. So, but either way, I want to say every class you had was 10, 12, 15. There was classes that you had so many pullers in each class. So it was just
except for women's, we want to do definitely more women involved.
Yeah,
in the future events.
Always you want to do it, but it's like you don't really know. You know what I mean? What you can bring. You try to bring as many people as you can. It's just women aren't so intuitive like men are. You know what I mean? When it comes to the sport, it's hard to bring them out. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm trying to do as much as we can. Because you did a hell of a job with the kids, with everybody. Masters on that side, the women were on that side, and everything. And it was a great tournament, man.
Yep.
Jesus in the chat is actually saying your event, Aiden, was more stacked than nationals. No joke.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I was at nationals. I'd have to 100% agree with that. It was more stacked, every single class, and the type of pullers too. It was a little more stacked. It was a couple more. So
I'm very happy
that we. There, Dan. Oh my God, man! You should have been there, Dan. Dan should have been there,
dude.
I wish I could have made it up there. I wish I could have.
In the future, we want to attract more pullers. We had a good amount from Maine. And like northern Maine, like 6 to 8 hours away, we had a good amount of pullers from there. But I'm kind of upset in the opposite direction with like Pennsylvania and New York. We didn't really get any pullers. We got some from New York, mainly upstate New York with Michaels and those guys. And then the guys, of course, that I know through Steve who are in that area. There's a few of them. Sergio. Sergio's not in your area, right?
Nah, he's around that area. You're talking about Sergio from Barty?
Yeah.
He's I think he's about an hour and a half away or something like that.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's New Jersey. Yeah, he's in New Jersey.
All right.
He's a New Jersey guy. Yeah. Next year, when you guys have the date set for us, I'm definitely gonna make a point to go up there. You better believe it.
All right. I'm gonna hold you to that, and I'll be competing next year. So, just. See that?
Well, are you gonna get the 76? Because I'm not gonna. I don't know. I may have to run through the 76s first.
Dan, I thought you were trying to get fat or something. I thought you were trying to get
no. Big enough at 176, dude.
I'm chilling at 176 for a while.
I thought you were only at like 170 right now.
I'm sitting at 176 on the dot right now.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm at 176 on that. I wasn't for the longest time. For the longest time, it took me forever to get from like 170 to 176. But I'm sitting fairly comfortably at it, and it's let's see where it goes. Because I got my work cut out for me for the rest of the year because I'm going to the World Series of Arm Wrestling August 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 176 and under. And then I got New Jersey Championships with Steve Walker September 7th.
Yeah.
Then I got September 28th. I got Arnold Qualifier for King of the Tri-State which I'm going to be taking all of those, right? So
that's where Aiden is going to be my certified ref, and he's
oh,
going to
nice.
Did you talk to Ray about it?
I still have to. So
And
I'm
then
going to reach out to him soon.
October we have
I'm going to see him July.
event
I'm going to see him July 27th because he's part of my Supermatch series.
Awesome.
Yeah,
there you go. And later in the year, October, we got something brewing. Me and Steve got something brewing.
Yep. Well, I got something brewing actually before ahead of time, which is going to be New York Nationals.
New York National, yes, New York States.
Yeah,
that's also happening. I forgot about that one. That's happening September 1st, right?
Yep.
So September 1st is that one. I have to kind of make a choice between that one and New Jersey. I want to do both, but we'll see how I feel. If I can do both, I don't know if I can or can't. And then I got the Arnold qualifier, and then after that, he said, in October.
At least you have like a month though, because you're in the beginning and I'm at the end. Like I'm doing 2 in one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I got three events. There's one September 1st and September 7th, and then September 28th.
And I got to talk to you guys about because I'm doing a super match on Friday. All right. Before Nationals. Yeah, right before New York at the fair.
Who do you have a super match with, Steve?
No, not me. I'm putting a super match together.
Oh.
So it's going to be about maybe 4 or 5 matches.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And then in October we got that thing we got cooking, and then November, I'm taking off.
Going to Montana.
Well, late October we're going October.
Oh yeah, that's right. Late October. All 3 of us are going to Montana.
Is it confirmed for late October?
Yeah,
it's almost 100% because I had to kind of.
We're gonna nail it down. We're gonna nail it down this week, tomorrow, I think. Yeah. And then
my girlfriend's gonna be pissed.
Why?
Because that's what I told you. That's like our 1-year anniversary.
On that day?
The 25th, the day before. Shouldn't be a big problem, but
you should come and fly out with her. Be like, you can come with her.
Yeah, bring her so she can enjoy, the big sky.
She wouldn't do well in planes.
And then in December is Loray's event. Loray Jenkins, that's the big 34-man national event that he's bringing pullers from all over the place.
Was that the beast mode?
Kind of have? Yeah, it's beast mode arm wrestling. Yeah, out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
So I got my card full for the rest of this year.
Second, me and Aiden are probably going to Vegas
for birthdays.
For his and my birthday, I think. We'll see.
Nice.
Maybe.
We'll see.
I don't know how my mom feels about that. It's okay. She can have her own opinion.
So, Steve, tell us a little bit more about. It's in 2 weeks or under 2 weeks now. Your Supermatch event that you got coming up.
Yeah,
you got a bunch of Long Islanders coming up there. You got a bunch of people from all over coming down.
Yep, I got the. I can't wait, man. I got Perusa and Wilds. I got a lot of little secret. That's gonna be that.
Do we want to do predictions on them? That could be fun.
Yeah, we could do predictions on them. I was just gonna say that's gonna be my first match. That's gonna be laid out. Is gonna be Derek Perusa versus Matt Wilds.
That's gonna be the first on the card.
Yeah, that's gonna be the first on the card. I want to light it up.
I think that's a good match.
Yeah, that's a very good match.
I think Matt's gonna win.
Really? Wait, is this left-handed or right-handed?
I think they're doing both though. I'm not sure because there's a couple matches that they're doing both. You know what I mean?
I've left. I actually my money's on Derek all day long.
Wow!
Derek all day long left.
Wow! Terrible opinion. Terrible opinion.
I think Derek's got it.
Matt's gonna kill Derek.
I don't know. Derek's press is lethal, man. Once he gets that press, it's much like yours. It feels like it.
It is lethal. It is lethal, and he's been getting a lot.
Nah, he does this shit. He starts with his wrist like this and just pushes. It's just like there's no beauty to it. I just don't like how he presses.
I don't know.
I'm not saying there's any beauty to it, but the pain still feels the fucking same. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna say
losing
though,
to trying to stop that kind of weight, that force. It's intense. So my money's
Matt's left
right-handed.
nutty.
Matt, I think Matt will have it.
Matt's been getting a lot faster from what I've seen, and he's actually been. I've went from seeing his pressing a little bit more and going in a little bit more. So I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be really good. That's why that's the first one, is because that's the best one right there. They are very. I want to say very even.
Well, they've been going neck and neck for quite some time. You know, they've been, every time they've been headhunting each other for a little while. So this is going to settle a lot of information for a lot of people. Long Island versus New Jersey.
I got Matt taking it 3-1.
Yeah,
maybe 3-2. I think that press might be problematic, but I think he's going to figure it out.
I don't know. I think left-handed. I think Matt's in a world of hurt, from that press,
but his left is better too.
Here's the thing: I pull with both of them quite often, and I can slow Matt down. When Derek engages that press, there's very little I can do.
I'm telling you,
it's like pulling you.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be a styles thing.
It's that. That's why I'm telling you, I can't really. I don't know who it's going to be. They're both very good, so that's why that's the best. I want to say that's probably going to be one of the best ones that we have. But I want to say either way. Let's move on to the next one.
We can settle this another time.
Yeah. What do you think about Doble versus Gulo?
I don't know who Gulo is, but it's a silly name.
I don't know who Gulo is either, but I know Doble, and Doble's a freaking monster. And he's if he gets caught onto his bicep, he can sit there for days.
Yeah,
I've had a hard ass time with him.
Back. He can bring you right back.
Is this left or right?
I think they're doing both.
I think
I'm gonna say I really don't know. I love.
I gotta go. Be a little biased and go with my boy Derek.
Yeah,
Derek. Yeah, I got some money on Derek as well.
T-ball.
Yeah,
Doble for the win.
So, what do you think about Reed or Romanowski?
Oh, Romanowski's gonna fucking kill him. I love Evan Reed. I love him. He's so nice, but he's too new, and in the strap, he's not gonna be able to do anything.
Yeah,
he's that new, no.
Ray's a monster, and Ray can adjust really quick. James is fast too. Don't get me wrong. It can go either way, but
maybe he could low hand him outside of the straps if he gets a really good grip in the setup, because Ray's hand is very susceptible outside of the straps. But
stay away from the straps with Ray. I speak from personal experience. Stay out of the straps with Ray.
Ray's ridiculously strong.
It's kind of like absolutely. That. It's kind of like that Tim Lewis thing where you can just drag all the way down.
Yeah, he'll drag your whole right down.
Except,
What do you think about Bardo or Goki?
I know Chuck. I don't know the other guy.
So I could tell you from Goki, I've pulled with Goki, I've pulled with Bardo, I pulled with both of them. I think Bardo has him on experience, but I think Goki might have some power over Bardo.
Sounds like this could be a good match.
Yeah,
I think that could be a fireworks match right there, because
Goki has this together too. They trained a lot together. You know what I mean?
And Goki has that spring, the same one that I have, the ISO hit. So he's got pretty much the same type of elbow integrity that I do, if not more, because he uses it a lot more than I do, and he's a lot more creative with it. So I don't know. That's a toss up. I would say it's a 3-2 match either way.
Let's go to the next one. Alexander or Butler?
Alexander.
Alexander's an absolute monster. Butler is very good. Very good.
Also very new.
Alexander.
Have you ever pulled Alex Stan?
No.
I don't know if I pulled Alex.
He was at the tournament at the New York Arm Wars.
I know, but he was in the class above mine.
Yeah. And he also pulls a lot with Nick Stone too. I was there when he pulled with Nick when we were all there.
Yeah.
If he's pulling with Nick, then
strong.
I know Butler. Butler's too new. I think Butler, as strong as Butler is, I think that he just doesn't have the table IQ when you got someone like Nick Stone in your corner teaching you.
Don't say it like that. Nick Stone is not a good puller.
No, but he's a good teacher.
Yeah,
he is a good teacher. I guess.
Yeah,
he's in your corner. He's actually really good at he sees the angles.
Yeah. What do you think, Bisman or Malcolm?
I don't know anything about Malcolm, but I know Is it left?
It's left.
So Bisman's left. Yeah, Bisman's probably going to win that one.
You know, Malcolm's too new, also.
So I think
if he's new, then I think he's going to toy with him.
I see Malcolm. Malcolm is strong as fuck, man. He pulled a lot with Thomas, and he's a beast, man. He pulled it at all of our tournaments, and then I seen him pull a couple different tournaments. And at the strap tournament, he's strong, dude. He definitely is strong.
He's the presser, right?
Yeah, he'll come across the whole table.
That's not going to be good for him because Bisman's a top roller all day long. Will just roll right through that press.
I got to go with Bisman for sure.
Then we got Vert and Coviello.
I don't know who Coviello is.
I don't know Coviello.
He's an absolute fucking monster. He was actually pulling Roger Learn at New Way this year earlier, and I seen him a couple different tournaments too. Do not count him out, bro. Do not count him out. He's strong.
How do you do with Roger?
They were pretty even, man. I mean, they were pretty.
If he's anywhere near Roger, he's winning.
Yeah, but I'm saying in general, Chris Verto is also a fucking beast, man. I seen him pull in a couple different tournaments too.
So I gotta give it a nod to Chris only because he's my original coach. He taught me a lot of the bases that I know. He's the very first person who brought an arm wrestling table to my house. So I don't know anything about Coviello. I'm gonna go with Vert.
This is going to be a really good match. I think people are going to be surprised on this match, and this is going to go back and forth a lot. Vert's got his hands full, and Coviello's going to see what he's going to have to do with Vert because I don't know if he's going to be able to. I don't think he's. This is going to be a really good match, man. Honestly, because I don't see either one to be either. I see them really both powerful. I don't see them either going three. I don't see anybody flashing anybody at all whatsoever. You know what I mean? They're both strong.
And not for nothing, Bert's very technical. He understands the sport.
I was going to say, I think we're talking about a little bit more technique, like, type Yusef is, and then we're talking about more like power, you know what I mean, comparison to somebody else. You know what I mean? So he's very technical. And I think Coviello's got him in power, but Vert has a little bit more years on him. You know what I mean? So It's going to be a good match. Definitely going to be a good match. Next one going to be my boy Yusef Wilson I was just talking about. Aiden, which is your right-hand man.
Yusef takes it 3-0. So easy.
This is against Ryan Woods. Let me tell you something, man. Ryan Woods, I don't even if he's still in amateurs, which I hope he's not.
He's not. No. We're at next tournament. If he tries to enter amateurs, you're telling him no.
Okay. So, which I seen him last in New York Arm Wars. He was an absolute monster, Aiden. You've seen him there.
He's good.
It was just one flash pin after another. I mean, he's just too strong, too fast.
For the amount of time he's been in the sport, he's incredible.
Yeah, but I'm not counting Yusef out at all whatsoever. He's probably one of the most technical, if not one of the most technical guys that I've seen on the table. You know what I mean? He's very slick. He's very tricky. He knows what to do instantly, and that's what you need to know on the table, and he has that. And a lot of guys don't. They lack that. A lot of guys lack that, and he has a very, very technical mind when it comes to that type of stuff, and he actually can figure people out a lot faster than other people can. I mean, so I don't know. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be power versus technique again. You know what I mean?
Well, not only that does he have technique, but he's tenacious with his technique. Like he is like relentless. Like when I was at the barbecue with you,
What did you think?
Was
I was going to say, I forgot he pulled him. Yeah, I was going to say, what did you think?
I listen. I outpowered him, and I was able to hold him off in certain techniques. I was able to match him in certain things, but there was areas where I didn't want to go because I knew that had I gone with him, he would have taken me.
Right.
So he's relentless in his hits and his drives. So I gotta say, even if you have somebody that has more power than Yusef, he will find a hole. He will find a hole, and he'll try to exploit it with everything he's got, and he'll be unforgiving with it. So I really, I'm hopeful that Yusef, because I got to pull a lot with him at your barbecue.
Yeah,
and
it was with Ryan Woods.
I've never pulled with Ryan Woods, not that I remember. I don't think I've ever had the pleasure.
I've got Jesus said he pulled both, and he says that he says Yusef 100% wins.
Okay.
So that's pretty. And let me tell you something. Jesus, like I said, he's got a hell of a fucking hand. He's an absolute monster himself. So I think he would know a little bit. But also, I have you guys know we were just talking about the absolute fucking monster Michaels versus Nicobots.
I think that Michaels is running through Nicobots. I think it's gonna be 3-0.
You were saying 2 before, Dan. Do you really think it's gonna be that easy for? What do you think?
I think so. I pulled them
both.
both.
I think.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's Michaels 3-0 also. I think Nicobadze is too new, and he's not strong enough yet to stop Chris Michaels hitting the hook. I just think it's too early for David. Maybe in a year. I think probably in like a year, maybe more. I don't know. Chris is really good right now, and especially after what he did to Josh, it's like hard to. This is right-handed, right?
I think they're doing both.
Either one. I mean, he's too
good. Michaels is he is very strong. The only thing that I can see if he can do anything, if he can catch him offhand or anything like that, is when he does when he does his double pump, when he goes in fast and he goes, you know what I mean? So that's the only thing I can see if he catches Michael off on, you know what I mean? Because he's fast as fuck. He really is. Nicobots is so fucking fast. But
yeah. It's gonna be all about the setup. I think it's gonna be all about the setup. Who's got the advantages in the setup? But I really don't see. Like, if anything, he might catch one pin on Michaels, but Michaels will adjust and just own him.
Yeah. I agree with you, Aiden. What you were saying, after what he did to 198, man, and
yeah.
I wasn't expecting that either.
And we got John Hanowski in the chat actually saying Michael's too big. He's pulled both. And he thinks that Michaels is just too big, too strong.
Yeah. Yep. And David was like walking around at like high 140s. Michaels can actually put on weight now. He's up to like 160. That's significant in that low weight category.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it really is. We'll see. Hopefully we'll see something out of Nicobots that will surprise everyone. So I want to see what happens. You know what I mean?
I really like David, and he's gonna be really good. I just not yet, but he'll get there. He'll get there though.
And I think this is the last one for the night, which is. This is actually going to be the last match of the night, too. So I'm just going to put you guys on just for the first one and the last one, which is going to be McCurchin versus Tatro.
Left hand?
Yes.
That's tough.
I've never pulled with Tatro, so I can't speak to that. But I pulled with McCurchin up at New York Arm Wars, and I mean he's got some speed, he's got some power in that.
Yeah,
if he catches him off guard,
and he'll put everything in. Like I mean, that's what I really like about him. He's a strong puller. He's having trouble with his weight right now, so I was just talking to him today about it. So I really hope he gets down there. We're talking about it. So he's got to meet down to about like 220. So he should get down there next week. But yeah, he's good. John's good. He's fast.
Here's what I'll say. McGurchin is very hit or miss with his form that he comes in.
Yeah.
Sometimes
More of a
he's
presser.
really good.
Likes to press. Flop press, really.
Yeah. And sometimes he just does not care how he pulls, and he'll like purposefully lose his wrist when he doesn't have to.
Right.
I don't know. He sometimes he's really good. Sometimes he's an amateur. It's so hit or miss.
I think they're both good. I think it's going to be a really good match. A lot of the guys are pulling left and right, so this should be good. Be free food, so everybody should come and enjoy themselves, eat as much as they can. It's definitely going to be live stream. There's going to be cameras from everywhere. Shout out to actually Chuck Bardo, who's going to be helping out with a couple cameras. We're going to be setting them up from the side, up on an angle from the top, so we can be able to see every single which way, whichever you're pulling, so you can see if somebody's off the table, off the pad, if it was a pin, as much as you can see, as best as you can see it too as well, because, we want to have every angle possible. But it's going to be good. The awards are, I don't know if you guys seen them on the on Facebook and stuff, but it'll be nice, big, red, ruby, awards. They're going to be engraved in the inside. They're going to say New York Smoke Supermatch Series, and everybody's going to have their jerseys. Like, I actually got the jerseys today, and I'm actually not really excited about the jerseys. I'm a little pissed, so I'm trying to figure something out.
You want to show what you got? Or no?
I'll show it to you, but I'm not happy about it.
Also, I got to go in like a few minutes. It's getting close to bedtime for me.
So you turn into a pumpkin on us?
I thought Yusef was going to be on, so I was going to show Yusef his.
It's cool. It's not bad. It's not bad.
No, it's not. It looks good.
They're not going to fit. They're nowhere near what I wanted them to be. The sleeves are fucking bags when they should have been tight. The shirts are too tight up top here. He didn't follow any of the stuff that I told him that he should have done. So it was just like slap in the face. I told him to go through a sport apparel or whatever it was, athletics, and he just didn't understand or do exactly what the fuck I wanted him to do. So I got a little pissed, but whatever the hell else. So we'll see. I'm definitely not using them. They're just going to be gifts to give them. You know what I mean? And be like, here, jersey, hang it up if you want to. If it fits you, which I know it's not going to fit you, but here it goes. You know what I mean? But I'm going to have other jerseys made. I'm going to have to pay a lot more, but it is what it is. It's my mistake for waiting. So what are you going to do? But either way, they'll have their jerseys. Everybody's going to have an extra shirt, and then they'll have their nice awards too.
Very nice.
Did you want to show off their award?
I think I actually have them in the car because I was going to go get them engraved today. But
Okay.
Yeah. But
Gotcha.
They're pretty sick, though. They're gigantic red ruby fucking rings.
All right, I gotta go, guys.
Thank you for joining us, Aiden. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate.
Later, my man.
I'll yell at
Look forward to
Yusef
seeing you
for
again
not
soon.
getting on. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Talk to you later. Bye. That was Aiden Lemay. His Facebook link is down below in the description, as well as I think it might be in the chat. Please feel free to subscribe to his channel as well. He has that all linked on his Facebook. Give him a follow. Oh, we got Brian Parliament from Canada in the chat. What's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. And anyone wants to get crazy and come pull Uzbekistan World National Team this coming weekend, check out the Armfinity Calgary. All right, check out Neil's thing. Go ahead. You can post that into the chat. Drew, if you're still watching, I know you got the ability. Go ahead and post the link to his YouTube channel. So, I mean, it's going to be an epic day of arm wrestling on the 27th for you guys. I think actually Puerto Rico has got something going on this weekend too. No team arm wrestling.
Yeah.
They got the King of Florida, I think it is, in Florida, Puerto Rico.
I'm not exactly sure, but I think something like that.
Something like that. If anybody's any Puerto Ricans still in the chat, please confirm that. Confirm the dates on that. Next couple of weeks, we got blockbuster arm wrestling events all across the board. I got a couple of them linked down below. I'm looking forward to for myself competing at the World Series of Arm Wrestling. I'm going to go ahead and put that QR code up for that event coming up because that's the Eastern Qualifier. I am going to be pulling at 176 class and under. There's going to be monsters in that class. We got Jamie Sheldon, who's apparently coming back down in weight for it. That's probably the biggest name that I'm looking forward to be pulling. Don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to pull anybody who's at that class because it's in New Jersey. It's in Atlantic City. It's happening in Bally's Casino at the Yard. So I'm excited because I'm going to be spending the weekend over there with the wife and just enjoying all things Atlantic City because I've never been down there with her as of yet. So I look forward to doing that and being there. Jesus, I'm bootleg PR. You and me both, brother. I'm a half a Rican. I look forward to competing there with Greg Sharp. He's got a great big production there. And then I gotta make a couple of tough choices for December. Not December, sorry. For September, because the 1st, the 7th, the 28th, that's 3, rock star events that I want to do. The 28th, I'm definitely gonna do, but it's the 1st or the 7th. I gotta make a choice as to which one I want to actually compete at.
Go to the 1st and see what it is, and then get your cryo done, and you should be good in a week. No, what do you usually pull after in a week? Can't you?
As long as I stay committed to not doing anything after pull, which it's been a challenge lately. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You get me in front of a table, I don't know how to say no. But I think I might have to. But if I do that, then that means after August 3rd, I'm not doing anything, any events really. I'm just going to be doing training, and I'm going to probably take like a full 14 days off of table time, and be much more smarter and diligent about my training up until then, because even though I qualified for Worlds, it just wasn't in the cards to go this year. I'm kind of remiss about that, but it is what it is. That just means next year I got to qualify again and keep busting my ass and make sure I can make it happen. I don't know. Maybe next year I might be doing the one, from 176 to maybe 165 when I got a little more time. I'm not sure yet. I haven't made a complete decision. Let's see how my performance is at essentially LeRae Jenkins' event and the World Series event, and see how well I do. Because if I'm feeling confident and comfortable at 176, I'm going to stick there, man.
Well, but even you can qualify at the Arnold's and then go to Arnold's again.
Well, I mean, that's a given. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna be that I'm guaranteeing I'm gonna be at the King of Tri-state.
That's something big too that you have to keep in the back of your mind. If you qualify for Arnold's, that's something huge, dude.
Absolutely, man. If I can qualify, it'll be the second one that I've qualified for. So you better believe I'm gonna be making it happen. I got the link for that down below as well. For anybody who's looking for a good tournament to kind of try, kick my ass in. 176. I invite all challengers. Bring them all in. I want everybody to show up to this tournament, man.
Sick. Gonna have a couple of super matches before ahead of time too. Which is gonna be free food, free giveaways. So we're gonna be giving away a couple things out there too as well. Shirts, hoodies. I don't want to say too much, but other things too as well.
Ooh.
We got some really good refs on there too. Steve Walker is going to be the head ref over at the Arnold's Classic Qualifier at the King of the Tri-State, September 28th. I think Aiden should be there. We're actually trying to get him certified, even though he's very well, on the table, knowing that he's a good ref in general. But I'd love to see him there too, to be at one of the tables as well. But it's going to be held up. Now we changed the location. So it's going to be September 28th, the Homewood Suites by Hilton, Newburgh, Stewart Airport, 180 Brunig Road. It's going to be New Windsor, New York. Yeah, man.
That's right by the airport right there. So anybody who, let's just say anybody who's watching this and you're in Florida and you couldn't make it to your qualifier there and you want to hop on a plane, that's an international airport. There's a lot of flights flying out of that.
Oh, yeah. You can literally fly there, get off the plane, and walk to the hotel.
There's no excuse that that tournament should have anybody ducking out from it. Everybody should be there. I want to see everybody there. Hell, people from California, come on over.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
Seriously.
Let's see what you got. If you need an extra chance to qualify, come on out. Let's see. I want to see everybody show up to this.
First place also gets you $100 too as well. All custom awards.
Nice.
So it's going to be, man, and we're teamed up with the High Five, which they're top notch, but they've been doing great things since day one, and they're still doing great things. Actually, I'll be at their Knuckles Up for mid-September. But yeah, and then having ours and doing something with us too is just it's a gift, man. It's a blessing. So, but yeah, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be so good. We got
a couple of fans in the chat right here.
Oh yeah, what's going on, Kunal? I love Kunal, man. He's a really good guy, man. I congratulate him too, man. He just went up to pros. He's got a hand on him, man. He's strong as hell. So he's gonna be. I just seen him too after pull with Garrett Tupper. He usually crawls around 154. Kunal is strong as hell, man. He's a really good puller. But yeah. Can't wait, man. I like these guys. Someone like Kunal, he knows he's pulled for a little bit, and he's strong enough to know where he belongs. Pros is where he belongs, man. That's his strong suit, on 100%. But what Trace was saying, Malcolm, you both kicked my butt left. More experience, right? Is another story. This was funny, dude. Yeah.
Ooh.
We say September, right? What, September 28th for the
Yeah, it's September 28th for the King of the Tri-State. Here, I'll show that up again. Actually, I pressed on something else by accident.
Yeah. September 28th, King of the Tri-State. I think I'll actually see Kunal there too. He's going to be pulling there for pros. So I think he'll qualify. He's very strong. I know it's going to be one of his first or maybe his second tournament, depending on how many he's already done pro or how long he's going to be pulling till he gets to September, how many tournaments he's going to pull before that. But there's going to be a decent amount of good pullers there, but I think he would qualify. Yeah, man.
We got Robin a Tree. I don't know if you know who that is, but they're saying, what is this? This is a podcast. It's about arm wrestling, all the positive things that we're trying to do with the sport, on and off the table, just trying to bring everybody together a little bit.
Yep, that's all we do. Positivity breeds positivity, brings positivity. So that's all we do here.
Exactly.
If you need to get pointed into the right direction for arm wrestling, if you need to know where to go practice or anything like that, I can always attend. Dan can always tell you even better. He's been in the sport for 4+ years. I want to say, Dan, right?
No, actually, I hit my 4-year mark this September. So that's why winning the King of the Tri-State in my weight class is, it's a must.
Yeah,
it's a must.
That's a 4-year stamp right there.
Exactly. I'm coming there to win it, man.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's great. Yeah, but I can't wait, man. That's gonna be good. That's 4 years. But yeah, I haven't been in that long. I've been pretty much sponsoring and promoting longer than I've been pulling for. I've only been pulling for what was it, since this last March, I want to say, so March, April, May, June, July. So only for like 5 months, I want to say I've been pulling for. I've been sponsoring since last year. A couple different people. So
I wanted to share something with you, and I want to do it here because I think other people could hear this and benefit from it.
Sure.
My first 8 months in the sport, I won jack shit. I think I may have won one match, one round in my first 8 months of the sport. And then something clicked, something that someone taught me. I think it was actually when Paul Lynn showed me a couple of things on what to do. And it just, something clicked in my head. And I just trained the hell out of that one move. And then I ended up doing clean sweeps.
So there's going to be
tournaments in a row.
Yeah, so there's going to be something I think that Sergio made me click on something, and from Beast Mode, and I know he's always and I see the way he pulls, and he goes, "You and me pull very similar, Steve." He goes, "You almost want to put that wall up." He goes, "What you need to do if you're going to put that wall up, and you don't want them to go anywhere, and before you can actually blast, see if you could blast through them." He goes, because you could see that when Sergio pulls, he gets so structured him to see if you can actually out of his, pocket, So you pulled him, Dan, instead of him trying to blast, So, but in general, I never really tried that in a tournament. And when I after pulled with, like, not even here, but when I after pulled with Scott or Matt at the store and stuff, I did once or twice, just wanted to see if I just can hold them instead of just trying to blast through, and then they would take my hand. So I just stayed there instead of them taking my hand and actually put up my wall. And then when I could, then I just leaned into it. So it was just a little bit different way that he's making me think. So I'm going to see if I can try to do that and see if I can actually hold them there. You know what I mean? Instead of try to blast at the same time. And then, because I know I have to work my hand. I know that 100%. That's
hitting for position is nothing wrong with that.
Right.
We hit for a position where you're comfortable, where you feel strongest.
Right.
Bring him to your strength and then go for the pin.
So that's I think that's what I'm going to do next time, instead of trying to open myself up and I'm still and try to and to me it's almost like it's almost like I'm opening myself up to somebody else's strength instead of me sitting at my strong suit and seeing what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you gotta get to the high five of the train.
This is funny. No, I didn't even put my wall up. Not with my right. With my right, I try to take it with my right, and you have to stop. But with your left I couldn't do anything with your left, Jesus. Your left was a little ridiculous, to tell you the truth. His wrist was.
I think it's been a minute since I pulled Jesus. I've seen him at tournaments. I've seen him at events, but I haven't pulled with him. So I want to play around next time we see each other. Jesus.
We only pulled at a sit down, so I never pulled him at a stand up. Even though I'm pretty sure the same thing would happen at a stand up, and he knows how to pull at a sit down. He pulls at a sit down all the time, Jesus, in general. You know what I mean? So he
does it with Pedro, right?
Yeah, exactly. Does it with Pedro and Sergio. These fucking guys that pull all the time. You know what I mean? But yeah. He's strong as fuck. His left is strong as fuck. But I want to see what that happens in the stand up too as well with the left, to see if I'll, even though I think even he'll still take my hand so easily, because his wrist is stupid. His wrist is stupid. It's ridiculous. It really is.
Well, it's been a good show.
Yeah.
I think we're at the tail end of it. Anybody in the comments or in the chat wants to post any questions for me or Steve on our upcoming events that we got coming up that you can see us at. Also, if you want to jump on the podcast one week, feel free to send me a message. Send Steve a message. He'll get in contact with me. Yeah. And we would love to have you on, because if you got something positive going on, we've had people like the likes of Matt Fish talking about his endeavors with bringing arm wrestling clubs to the high school. We've had Paul Lynn talk on here. We've had other promoters talk on here about their events. Like
Will came on, talked about.
Yeah, we had Brian Palmerman on here talking about his Montana versus Alberta, Canada event coming up. I think I want to say it's in July. No, I think it's in August.
Yeah,
I want to say August 17th, maybe.
something like that. And then
that date sounds right.
and then we have Mabel too. We connected too with them, which is great.
Exactly. We had Mabel, the Montana Armbenders League.
Yep.
Great so we're just all about, getting the word out there. If you're doing something different or you're doing something that's been done before and it just needs a little bit more eyes on it, please send us a message. I want more eyes on what you guys are trying to do. That's my goal here.
Absolutely.
Oh, I almost forgot. Steven's going to be coming on down to Long Island, not this week, but next week, next Wednesday. There's going to be an event here, right?
When? Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I almost forgot about that one.
Yeah.
I want to, you're collaborating and working with
Second, I'll tell you right now.
With Jaron Nixon of Urban Arm Wrestling.
Yep.
And you guys gonna be at Buffalo Wild Wings in Farmingdale, New York.
Yeah, that's actually happening. Buffalo Wild Wings, Farmingdale, New York presents Urban Arm Wrestling League.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be Wednesday, July 24th at 6:30. Yep.
6:30 to 9. I'm gonna be stopping by after work. I get off of work at around 7:15. So
you're gonna be there? You gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there on Wednesday night.
All right, I'll be there. I'm going to be there. It's going to be free arm wrestling tutorials and demonstrations. So there's going to be a bunch of people there. Jared Nixon's going to be there. Special guest appearance by Mike.
Mike Aiello.
Yeah, Mike Aiello. And then I think Long Island Arm Wrestling is going to be there too. Derek Perusa was going to be there, but I think he's away for a couple of days. And Leslie Sinclair is also going to be there too as well. A couple of different sponsors, but Buffalo Wild Wings, obviously, I'm sponsoring them too. New York Tri-state Arm Wrestling, I am. New York Tri-state Arm Wrestling, so I'll be there too as well. But it's going to be a great day. It's going to be an absolute great day.
Absolutely. I mean, and it's probably going to be my last day of table time, to be honest. If I'm looking at my calendar right, it's the 24th. Yeah, so that's 10 days right before August 3rd. So that's going to be my last day of table time before the World Series of Arm Wrestling. I know he's doing a little bit of promotion for the World Series of Arm Wrestling too there.
Yeah.
So we're all working together here. We're all helping each other out. We're all in the same we're not all in the same boat, but we're all in the same ocean. The rising tide raises all those boats. Yep. And, we can always help each other out a little bit. So I'm happy to do so. I actually started with them. And they got some pretty decent visions going on with the Urban Arm Wrestling League. So I look forward to seeing what comes from you working with him as well. It's all about positive vibes, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know that.
So, all right. I know I've been trying to finish this about 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, but always something else pops up in my head. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys in the chat. Steve, thank you for joining me again tonight. Absolutely. And as usual, let's focus on just collaborating and pulling together, and let's get a flex out of you.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Let's see those guns.